Oh, the little girl.
Look how pretty she is.
Yeah, Madeline, whose picture was that against the wall there?
What picture?
The one on the floor? Who was that? In the other room.
Oh. What is there?
That's a big picture, about so big.
Oh, that one. That was my husband when he was a little boy.
Oh, I see. Really?
He was a redhead, and I wish it was in color.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And when we didn't have any redheaded kids, I said, oh, I hope one would be ready. He said, don't wish that on them.
See that picture
nowadays,
there,
I don't think they...
See that picture in the corner there, on the floor?
Yeah. Oh my God.
That was Aunt Esther's husband.
It's so heavy.
I wonder... No, sit over here.
I bet it's dusty, too.
Yeah. She was, but they used to dress them up like little girls. They had dresses.
It looks like a pleated skirt.
Yeah. Uncle Jimmy had a dress.
No way.
Yeah, Aunt Dolores still has it.
Is she?
Yeah.
You mean his Christine dress?
Yeah.
Oh, all kids, even the boys wear a dress when they're baptized, you know.
It's interesting. Interesting custom, you know.
What is that doing there?
It's just taking a little film.
No, the light's going off.
Yeah, it just goes on and off when it records. You don't even know it's there. I'm making like a little history.
You're not taking a picture now.
Pardon me?
You're not taking a picture right now.
Yes. You look.
Oh, how do
you look beautiful. Don't even think it's just like a little.
It's gonna blow my nose.
What I do, I'll have put together a little film with my other history things. And I'll have a little bit of each person on there. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice, you know, to have, you know. And
you going up to see Esther?
well, you know, we stopped there because we get. Usually, what we do, we go down there first. Yeah, we go down 250. We go there first and then come over here. But she was getting her hair done.
Oh, she got a permanent today.
Yeah. So we just stopped for a little while. Well, we didn't want to. She was going through the permanent, so we thought.
Did she go to come to the door?
No, she was seated in the
she had
kitchen.
cancer, and she was really always so pretty, and I always thought I wasn't at all. You know, I mean, it's and I always thought she was smarter than I am, but I wouldn't trade my problems for hers.
Yeah, that's, you know.
She's had so many.
Everybody's different, you know.
Yeah. She takes everything better than I would, though.
Yeah, she always has a pretty good disposition.
Yeah, she really does. Most women would be dead going through, you know, Charlie, her son, and nephew, and the men moved out of the funeral home. It ruined their business, you know.
Yeah.
That was a terrible
thing. She went through a lot, you know, with all that
I don't know if she could take it.
Yeah.
And then she's had a lot more problems.
Well, why worry now? You know, that's over with.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I know, but some people never get over it, you know.
Yeah. Can't let it sit in your gut too much, you know. You know, it's...
Well, I hope you never have any, like she said.
Yeah. Try not to.
Do you ever hear from Tom?
No, not me.
Did he write to his mother?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, good.
But I have your food.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard of.
Yeah.
Because I know how good you were to your dad.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Money's
these little problems, and you always have these little problems in the household.
A lot of families over money. It's sad.
All the time, you know.
Well, I won't leave much, so there won't be any fighting. I don't think my kids would ever fight.
Who was the name of your one daughter who's going to Brazil?
Marie.
Oh yeah, she sent me a list one day of all these Ritzenthalers or something in Germany.
She's crazy about all this, looking up families too.
Yeah. She I don't know, you know, well, she saw the chart you have, right?
Yeah, I know. It's right there in the corner, out there by the picture.
Yeah, she saw the chart, so she knows. She was like trying to send me some things, like I was still searching for something, but I'm not looking. I finished.
Marie's always doing something like that. She writes to more people, and she won't dare to over there, because she's already told me a letter is 70 cents an ounce.
Yeah.
And
it's a long way.
If we don't get a scales to weigh our letters ourselves. She writes to me twice a week most of the time.
Oh, really?
But she won't be able to do that.
Maybe once a week, you know.
But she went to the Holy Land 2 times. Then she meets new friends. Then she starts a correspondence with them. She's just writing all the time. Of course, it's nice to do that, but she won't dare. Isn't it awful dusty? I have a woman come in once in a while to clean for me. My son-in-law framed it for me. Did
No,
he
that's
do a
nice.
good
That's a
job?
nice job.
Is that a portrait? This is a portrait. It's not
That's
a
what you
picture.
call it.
Mm-hmm. When was that?
Yeah, a
taken?
sketch, nice sketch.
I don't know who.
Portrait
I
sketch.
You
don't,
should get a video of that. You could put that on your camera.
I'll just hold it right about there and I'll
put it
be
in
on.
front of me.
Mm-hmm.
His hair was real black though,
Higher.
later in life, but he was freckled.
Bring it up higher.
He had a lot of freckles.
Is that okay?
No, but bring the base of it too, about the arms, the arm on the chair there. No, up, pick it up. About a foot,
want
there you
to
go.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they wore dresses when they were little like.
Yeah. And when you show this someday, they're all going to know.
Yeah, they had long hair. You know, Uncle Jimmy still has his. He doesn't talk about it, but Aunt Dolores will bring it out and suggest. Yeah, they
I
wore,
want to see this.
Jimmy?
yeah, they wore, well, how long did they wear dresses for when they were little
Oh,
kids?
no, they don't wear them after their, they put them in little shorts, pants, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, but they wore it for a little while though, didn't they? Because I mean, right there, that picture, I mean,
It's been so long since I've
Yeah.
had babies.
yeah.
What about 4? They stopped doing that? That's a.
You mean how old he was?
Yeah. You can
Because he's not a baby there.
I think he was younger than
A
that.
couple of years old.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
He was the oldest of the family.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Now is that a German custom?
They came here from Buffalo, and it really kind of changed his life as far as education. Because I've got all his diploma and everything from
Right.
Buffalo yet. And he was taught by brothers, and you know, they were good teachers.
Right.
And when he got here, he and his mother went up to the principal, and he wanted to put him back a year. And John is Irish through and through, and he didn't want to, so he quit school. And I really think his father should have made him go anyhow.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But then his sister, who was next to him, when they went to principal, she was so bright too, that they let her go right ahead.
Well, this is your husband right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Interesting.
You can
Old,
take it down now.
interesting old sketch. Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, I was curious who that was.
Yeah. That's about the only thing we got from their house when
Really?
his mother died, uh-huh.
Well, who took everything else? The other
I don't know,
kids or?
I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we lived around the corner from the Freitases.
Uh-huh.
We lived on Market Street, and they lived around the corner, and I'd go by there every day to school. I was 10 years younger than John.
Right.
And his mother, if she wanted something prayed for, she knew I went to the Catholic school, she'd come out and ask me to pray for him. Isn't that funny? Little did I know I'd marry her son someday.
So.
And I don't know, as I got older, he must have had his eye on me. He'd have his sister call me to see if I would go out with him. And I was real shy too. And I'd always say no. And then once when she called, I thought, oh, I can't say no again. And he had told her, if she won't go with me, then I won't call anymore. So.
Is that was Aunt Jeanette in any of those pictures?
No, but Joan has some pictures.
Oh, I see. But Aunt Jeanette wasn't in those, right?
No,
Where are these pictures?
she looks good. It's just that
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Oh, she
her
cut that
hand-
smoking
Her
out.
hand kind of looked pathetic to me, but she's still going to go on teaching.
Yeah.
She can teach 3 more years.
Yeah, she cut out smoking, you know, when she had that, like bronchitis or something.
Oh, did she?
She had something, you know.
She don't even write often. Once in a while, Joan will call her.
Yeah,
See, their births are just a day apart. No,
Oh, I see.
I think 2 days. When Joan was born, one day I was in bed at the hospital. Frank came to the door. I said, "What are you doing out here?" Because I knew he wouldn't come out to see me because you don't stay in the hospital very long. He said, "Well, we just had a baby." I never knew Gertrude was pregnant.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Well, did you associate with them that much, or?
Oh, we talk on the phone and that. She was going through an odd time during that time.
He never told you that she was pregnant?
No. I felt like a fool.
That's bizarre.
Who was she?
Yeah, I was telling the girls about it when they were here.
No,
Miss Gertrude.
My grandmother. And she, the one,
Frank didn't tell us, you know.
yeah, my one aunt who came to visit, when you had one of your daughters, then 2 days later,
Yeah.
yeah, my grandmother, but she never knew. That's strange.
So
Yeah.
Frank came to the hospital door, and I said, "What are you doing out here?" He said, "We just had a baby girl,"
My grandfather.
and I didn't know a thing about him.
Oh my
Isn't that? I mean, it's just a small
And
town.
then,
You
and
didn't
you know,
know.
when she was pregnant, I don't know how many months, we were talking about it. Ask your mother when you see her. She got in her head she was going to go to California, Gertrude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Don't ask me. She was going through a strange time.
Really?
And Frank was going to stay with us on Market Street. We lived by the engine house. And we had the room all ready for him. And then she was, I don't know, she was halfway to California, and she decided to come back.
You mean she just got up and left?
Well, he probably knew about it a little while ahead of time. And
Well, what was she going to California for? Or
she had a cousin.
or she had, or a brother?
No,
No, wait a minute.
at that time it was a cousin.
Oh, it was a cousin?
I don't know how close he related was. He was a writer
Uh-huh.
somewhere around the movie studios. And he,
Oh, that was,
he wouldn't have even known her.
well, that was, what was his name?
No. Wasn't long.
Tully.
Huh?
Tully.
Yeah, tell him.
Yeah. He was a writer, he's related to, on my grandmother's side, he was an agent for Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, I think she got in her head that she'd go out there.
Yeah. So she was going out to see
she
him.
was a little bit,
Really?
yeah, well, she had to be. And then,
It just depends on the
and then
context of why,
I think
you know.
my dad must have said something to Frank about that he ought to straighten her out. I don't know what he said. And Frank said, well, she is my wife, and I admired him for that.
Mhm.
So he went back to living again.
I never heard any of that before.
I think the kids maybe, seemed to me, your mother knew when we talked about it here. Maybe I shouldn't have well, I don't know if I brought it up or how we got talking about it. Being their birthdays are so close, you know.
Huh. That's surprising that you didn't know that she was having a baby. I mean, this was just a small town. Here's your brother. He just never said anything. Wow.
She sure was a good cook, though, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, she really put out a good meal.
Yeah, I used to sit in the kitchen there and she used to fry up this chicken. She had the best fried chicken.
Oh.
And she used to throw like the gizzards and the hearts and stuff in the frying
most
pan
people
and
don't
fry them
like
up.
those.
Oh, I loved them. And she used to put them on a plate for me. I
Yeah.
was just waiting there until those
Everything
things
she
finished.
baked or anything was delicious.
Yeah. But I can still remember, you know, because she used to cook up the fried chicken and we'd go out to the Blue Hole or something.
Oh.
But while she was cooking it, and she'd have the gizzards, the liver, and the hearts, and she'd throw those in and fry those too. And I just loved those. And she'd put them on a plate for me, and, you know, she'd call me when they were ready. And
It's funny how you remember all that.
oh, yeah, I remember that.
I babysat for...
I was really close to my grandmother.
Oh, she loved you kids.
Yeah.
And I think that when they put her into a rest home, I think that killed her. I think she thought Jimmy never put her in a rest home. They did years ago. My mother died here.
Right.
You never heard of a rest home. Now they're all filled up. Providence Hospital just started one about 2 years ago across from the hospital.
Yeah.
It's filled all the time.
I was busy
And it's
as...
expensive too. I could
yeah.
use up my home in no time. I'll probably go in one someday. I don't want to live with my kids, I think. You get to be such a nuisance when you get to the point where
You
you...
just watch TV and you'll be okay.
Huh?
Just sit and do some reading.
There you are.
Yeah, a lot of it
Well, I'll
depends on how...
I'll stay here as long as I can walk.
Yeah, she was, I always used to come down and surprise her, and she was always, you know,
Oh, she's
I
crazy.
could still remember when I come to the side door and I'd hear, who is it? You know, and then I'd see her come up on the top of the steps, you know,
Yeah.
and as soon as she saw it was me, you know.
Oh, and such a wonderful housekeeper. That lamp there was hers.
Yeah, that was when I was over Grandpa's chair.
The kids bought her a new one,
Yeah. Wow.
so I took it. I guess I had one was worse.
That's in real nice shape though, as old as it is.
Well, the shade on it was $20. It ought to be in pretty good shape. Shades are.
Well, they're expensive.
This lamp here, my oldest sister that died years ago, gave it to us for a wedding present. And I know she had a sacrifice to buy it. We were both married in 1924, so you know that lamp's old.
Wow. Well, that's when she got it. You know what's funny about that? You'll go into a store today, and almost like that same style of base, you can, that's like a modern thing now.
Yes.
But now you got that in 1924?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Wow.
history
The
repeats
other thing
itself.
is, Joan was over across the bay. That's where you ought to go someday. It's right when you're here long enough.
Oh, you go to Johnson's Island,
When you go across the bay, to.
Port Clinton.
Oh no, Johnson's Island is over there, but it's separate,
Yeah.
But it's beautiful over there. Your car just winds around all over.
Yeah.
Joan,
That's an idea.
You've been there.
yeah.
Yeah, but past
If you
Johnson's
want to
Island
stay
all the way up to the
overnight,
point,
you could stay here because you could sleep in a back bedroom. And,
No, I'll leave her. I gotta go back, but I'll leave her, and she'd come back in a
well,
week.
Yeah.
Can she stay with you for about a week?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Hey, that'd be great.
That's,
But Joan just said to me yesterday she saw a beautiful lamp over when they were across the bay with some friends last week. In fact, she bought a wedding present over there. And she said, oh, there was a beautiful lamp over there. She said, I wondered if
It's
you...
beautiful.
She's so good to me, I'm telling you. She spent all her money. But she gets a nice pension, she was a teacher a long time.
so this lamp here, though, if you had a different shade on it, like the oval out, it would look like something you just buy in a store.
That shade half the time is crooked because I can't see to set it on top of there. See, now it's crooked.
That's because I'm.
Well, you see, this isn't attached, with the screw.
Yeah.
It just sits there.
It just sits on there.
That looks
Right,
a little
if
bit
you had
more-
a different, like a hat shade.
She said, oh, it's a beautiful lamp. And she told me how much it was. And I said, yeah,
That's
why don't you
good.
get it? And I said, I'll give that to Rose Claire then.
That is
Her
gorgeous.
daughter.
That lamp's worth a fortune if it's that old.
This living room was just full of people last Monday because my niece went to the Cleveland Clinic. Her husband took her. And on their way back, they stopped her. That's my oldest sister that died years ago. It's her daughter. And Joan brought Esther over here. And then all of those from Terre Haute, It was
What was her name again? The older sister?
Carmela.
Armella, right.
Mama got it out of the Bible.
Yeah. So you still keep in touch with her? What would be her kids?
You mean,
Armella's children?
oh yeah, well her oldest son was killed in the last, not the last war, when they were
Korea?
fighting Japan.
World War II.
Yeah, and the war was almost over, and the Jap plane blew up Richard's plane,
Uh-huh.
and the man, the one that was the pilot of the plane, his father was a big shot in Hawaii, pineapple some business, and he got them that they brought up bodies, which wasn't what was left of them, and they're buried at Pearl Harbor.
Oh, really? What was his name?
Richard Morrow. And when Jack one time went to Cleveland I forget what high school it was, when there was an opening for a coach, he went and applied. And when he told him that his cousin went to school there, the principal remembered, he said he was the brightest kid we had in school.
Uh-huh.
So he
Richard?
must have been pretty bright for the principal to
Oh yeah,
To remember
that.
Who was it? You said something about bringing the remains up, somebody in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Who was that?
the pilot of the plane that was shot down,
Right.
his father,
Oh, I see.
well, I know that Jerry, his brother that lives in Buffalo, he's gone to his grave. And Esther and Edwin, when they were in Ohio, they took pictures of his grave, but they said maybe there's only a little bit of there. Maybe God only knows how much of the body is in that grave.
How, who's all left now from that?
Not
Is
one.
there anybody None of the kids.
And his wife he was married. He got married before he went into this. Just before he went into the Air Corps.
Right.
She sent me the picture of all of them in front of their plane, and someone said that Richard couldn't even. I mean Jerry couldn't look at anything that had anything to do. He's so broken up about him. Leaving or dying, and when he came through here last fall.
Who's this? One of the grandchildren then?
No, that's his brother.
Oh, he's still alive then?
Oh yeah.
There's who else alive from that? The descendants of Armella?
Just 3 alive. There were only 4 children.
Oh, so 3 are still alive.
One of the girls died, but the one that came from the clinic that Monday. She lives in Reading, Michigan, and Jerry, he's another bright one too. He's got a real big job.
Oh, so there's 2 alive then.
Yeah, 2.
So two of Armella's children are still alive.
Yeah.
Oh, and one's living up in Michigan, and the other one?
Yeah, and he's in Buffalo.
Oh, from Buffalo. Wow.
So Armella was her sister.
Yeah, that's her sister. Yeah.
Carmela's my sister.
Yeah.
I have a picture. I think I've showed you before.
I know who
I'll show you.
Armella is.
She was really
Kind of dark hair. She
Yeah.
had dark hair.
She had
She
hair.
was, yeah.
I know who Armella is.
Yeah.
I sent him all the pictures I had of Armella because he don't remember her. And when he comes to town, before he sees us, he goes to the cemetery to see go to his mother's grave. But he don't know what she. He was just a little, about 2 years old.
When she died, yeah.
Huh.
That's the one that lives in Michigan, right? The boy.
Or Buffalo.
No, he's
Buffalo.
the one in Buffalo.
He's the one in Buffalo. Okay,
That's
the
interesting.
daughter's in Michigan.
Huh.
Wow.
I was going to ask you. Your grandfather.
Ritzenthaler?
Yeah. Did you ever hear anything about him, or did they ever talk about him, or anybody ever say anything? I mean, he died in 1886, but did you ever hear anything about him?
You mean my dad's father?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't even.
Your dad's, your dad's father.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't even
Nobody
think
ever-
I ever saw a picture of him even.
Oh, really?
But they
Well, I
have.
gave you one. Remember? You and your grandmother? There's the 2.
Oh yeah.
Didn't I give you those? I think I sent you a copy or something. I'll do it again when I get home.
Have they got a copy machine?
No, I mean, I've got access to all kinds of copies. Yeah, I'm sure I did though.
I gave you the picture of Grandma, the one in there.
Yeah. Her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a picture of him.
But,
He looks like Uncle
when
Jimmy.
she had her last child, Grandpa died before he was born.
Right.
And that one was a brother in
The monk.
a monk. I think he would have been a priest, but his health wasn't good enough to go through it.
But you knew your grandmother, though. I mean,
She was so sweet.
Yeah, you had experiences around.
And I always remember when she fried potatoes so good. Isn't that crazy?
See what a memory she's got? And that was before 1912, right?
Yeah.
Which I think she died in 1912.
Well, I had
What a memory?
I had to stay there one time when Esther got a contagious disease. I don't know if it was. I don't even know what it was anymore. But years ago, you were quarantined,
Yeah.
And I got so homesick. But I remember Grandma frying these potatoes.
How did they quarantine back then? You had to stay in
They
the
put a
house?
sign on your house.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah,
Keep disease in.
nowadays, I guess you just have to tell people they can't. Well, I don't know what it's like anymore.
Wow. So, I found all those graves of those people out there,
Yeah, I know.
They're not by the regular plot. They're up front and all the way to the left-hand side,
Yeah.
real close to the road. But, they all have new stones on them and stuff, so somebody spent some money.
Isn't it awful how in Cleveland, a Jewish cemetery, they knocked all the stones over sometime back? Kids,
Oh, yeah.
I think
There's been all
that's
kinds of
terrible.
things since then, too, Yeah, these
Joe
kids.
don't even want me to go to the cemetery anymore because it's so kind of irregular on the grass.
Uh-huh.
She's so,
Yeah,
she
it's all
takes
right.
care of me like a baby.
It's not that bad, We don't have any problem. I've been all over that place, But all those, you know what?
Yeah, I don't walk as good as I used to. I've got a lot of arthritis.
You know, they have your grandmother and grandfather's graves there. And then I was looking at all these other, there's a whole group of them
Well,
there.
my sister that I'm talking about, Jerry's mother, she's buried in that plot.
Yeah.
They're so close together that when they dug a grave for Mama, you could see the other caskets.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
how close they're real close together there.
Well, they had, where those Ritzenthalers are, your grandparents. There's a bunch of other graves around there.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
think
lost a little sister
Mhm.
that's there too,
Well,
Ruthie.
there's about five
Uh-huh.
gravestones there of the offspring, you know, brothers and sisters.
Mama's
Of your,
mother and mother,
no,
leftovers.
no, of your, there's the offspring of your grandfather. You know, all those kids, there's like 9 or 10 of them.
Yeah.
There's about 5 of them buried there,
Yeah.
which surprised me, you know. But yeah, then the Lefflers, that's in another
Were
area.
you there lately?
No,
Oh.
no. But I never knew where those folks were buried.
Joan took one planter over. One time when Jerry came from Buffalo, he stopped at a florist first and he got kind of a nice flower pot that stands about that high with fresh flowers, but since then I put artificial flowers in. It's easier, and then Joan don't have to go over and water them all the time, you know.
Yeah. She's there to keep up that care.
Well, they had, as I said, there was like 5 of those descendants there who would be like the brothers and sisters of your father. There was about 5 of them there.
Well, Armella and her husband's there.
No, I'm not talking about them, you know. I'm talking about there was like 9 or 10 children.
Oh, they're not in
Descendant-
that plot.
No, descendants of your grandparents. Okay?
They're not in that plot though,
Who?
the ones you're talking about.
No, they're over with your grandparents.
Yeah.
And there's like 5 of them. I didn't know that there was that many right there.
Well,
you
you
know?
find things that I don't know.
Yeah, there's, it surprised me because I didn't think they were all there.
Some women went around to, well, I don't know, but it was just to the, I don't know if they went to the Catholic cemeteries. You know, you put a paper over the,
Yeah.
and to get the dates and all, because some of them are worn off.
Well, that's how I found all those because I didn't know where they were.
Uh-huh.
And I talked to that woman, you know, and she gave me a location.
Well, you saw her there?
No, I talked with her on the phone
Oh,
because I could never find where those people's graves were.
yeah.
And I gave this woman a call and she said, yeah, they're buried there and I can give you the location. I said, no kidding, you know, so she gave it to me and we went down and found them, you know. They're way off in the left-hand, because they're not by where the Lawlers and them, or not the Lawlers, the Lefflers.
Yeah.
No, they're not there, you know. But they're over in a separate little area, you know, it's a whole group of them, you know. Which surprised me because I never thought to look over there or anything, you know. It's right up by the front of it, right by the road.
Uh-huh.
And they're all new
Well,
stones
St.
too.
Mary's Cemetery is all filled up now, but Esther will be buried there because Ed's already
Right.
buried there.
So which one of your sisters is the one that had your mom? Joan? Or Jane?
No, that
They're all
was
sisters.
your brother,
Oh, was one of your brothers?
my
was-
grandpa Frank. Yeah,
Where is he? Oh, he's out in the new
Yeah.
cemetery, yeah.
that was Aunt Esther's brother.
You know, they didn't have tombstones
Right.
out there, now they're gonna allow them. But the Groff Funeral Home, which is doing almost all the business in town now, a brand new funeral home, it's beautiful.
But I think if you put a tombstone, I guess the best way to do it, they're worried about with the lawn cutting, I mean, you gotta get around each gravestone. You know, the grass grows up and you can get the mower so quick. So what it means, you have 1,000 slaves out there with clipping around the edge, and it gets to be too expensive, you know. So, you know, they cut out the tombstones out there, just the plates. But if you let's say you put up a tombstone, a way to do it where they can probably get around it, is if you put up a tombstone, say you have a tombstone come up, and then around it have a base, like a concrete base, that juts out about like this
Yeah,
far.
but you still have to trim around that.
Not if you run the mower over it, if it's just
Oh,
like a
you mean if
base.
it's down low?
Yeah, well, no, you know, you have the tombstone, and then you make a platform around it that's level with the ground,
Oh, yeah.
you know, so you just
I
run over
never
it.
thought about what you said about trimming this around the stone.
Yeah,
But,
no,
you
it
know,
just
years
gets too
ago,
expensive.
Esther's daughter Rosemary, in fact, she's a funeral director, but of course she's not working at it. But she said there was a time, if you were connected with a funeral home, worked at it anyway, you didn't even dare take a job at a cemetery. Where this Groff bought a farmland, and he's got in fact, this morning in the obituaries, somebody bought another lot. He has got his cemetery almost filled up with people he's buried. He must be a millionaire.
That's a pretty good business. People are dying to get in
I
there.
hope so. And you should see, a friend of mine just died at Holy Angels. We went to the funeral, and when we were going to drive away, his funeral procession came along, and I mean from the church. His ambulance is what do you call those big?
Hearse?
No, yeah, hearse. But what do you call those big cars that are so long now?
It's a hearse.
Hearse.
No, I mean people that have.
Oh, like a chauffeured
weddings
limousine?
and- Huh?
Chauffeured limousine or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a big white limousine. And I'm not going to be buried at his funeral. Esther's son works for him.
You get that limousine, you put like the lanterns on the side.
And then the limousine behind it for the mourners. Imagine all that he's got. And they say he's built a beautiful home out in Perkins.
Wow.
But the man I'm going to is up by St. Pierre and Paul's Church. I got my funeral all paid for. And I did it all on my own too. And the kids didn't know until I had it all done. Well, anyway, he don't get too many funerals. I think he had one this morning. And he's got 4 children. I worry about him because he don't get you know, it don't seem right that one gets them all.
Yeah.
But they love that big funeral home, you know, and I suppose everybody says, oh, why didn't you go to Groff?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, that's a lot of, the other one, the new one's a big one. It'll take a long time to fill that. The grandpa.
oh, you mean out here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, his cemetery is hurting St. Mary's Cemetery, because people that haven't had a lot yet, you know, he'd probably nicely say, well, that he's got a cemetery. They call it Meadow Lawn, I believe, his cemetery. But it was a farmland, and I'm telling you, it's when I first saw it, I thought, oh, he'll take him forever to fill it, and it's pretty well filled now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the clock. It's like 11:45 already.
Yeah.
Where'd the
I
morning?
wish I had something good to eat.
Where'd the morning go?
I don't, you know, when you live alone, you don't have much food on it.
Oh, we'll do it. Probably head over to go and see Aunt Esther.
Oh, you're
pretty
going
quick.
back again?
Yeah.
Huh?
I've got to go somewhere tonight, so I'm going to see Aunt Esther, and then we'll go stop at Uncle Jimmy's house and that. And then,
If I knew ahead of time you were coming, Joan and I'd take you to lunch
oh,
sometime.
that's all right, you know.
Oh, I know, but you're
I
so
got
good about
so many
coming.
different, you know, I have so many different things to see all the time, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, took a shot of the church over there too. You know, I could never see that church like this before. Did they take a tree down or something?
No, but you know what happened?
I never saw that view before.
Everybody's been sick of hearing me tell it. But, you know, when I sold this house, yeah, next door, as a matter of fact, I didn't have much to do with it. He was dealing with God.
Uh-huh.
But he volunteered to give me life estate. See, this was after my second cancer operation. He thought I'm going to die soon. Well, he evidently got fooled.
Fool him.
So I'm still living here on free rent. And I know it bugs those people because the father owns that Pike apartment and God knows how much other real estate that he talked his mother into willing to him instead of to him and another brother.
Uh-huh.
Because he said the brother was so extravagant, he'd go through it so fast. Well, it's his, if you want to go through it, let him go through it. And they ended up with a lawsuit over it. And the brothers' family were related to a local family who owned a foundry in Lorraine. And they got that lawyer to take it. And I heard later that he had to pay that brother $300,000. So you know how much property the mother had. So now the father said to me after it happened, he said, your Bob told Jack that you were going to die soon. And Bob said, Mom, I never said that. I said, I didn't know how long you'd be able to take care of yourself because I was at Bob's about 2 months after the second operation and I could have stayed on. They both and the boys treated me fine, but I wanted to come home. Mm-hmm. And it's not Bob, it wasn't Bob's fault. And what if Bob had said that? I think I myself thought I was going to die. I thought it each time. But that's the kind of people they are. Well, anyhow, to make a long story short, this spring, that father came over here. Remember the trumpet vine?
The who?
The trumpet vine on the wall?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, that's a big hole there.
He cut it down, and see it's hanging there.
Yeah.
What's on the wall. I could pull it down, but I'm not going to. They like it like that. But not only that, right beside it along the wall, is an enormous clump of white lilacs. This is shortly before they bloom. Cut them all out.
See, these people have no idea what they're...
I was so damn mad I couldn't see straight.
You see, these people don't know what they're doing.
No.
Come in and start chopping at everything.
They don't care.
Nah, they don't.
They don't care.
Keep their hands off it.
She doesn't own that property.
I did ask Jess White recently.
So see, you have a situation like on the news, they had a situation similar to yours.
Yeah,
There was this Frenchman,
yeah,
and I think when he was like 65 or 70, something like that, he made a pact with this other guy that he would be able to stay in this house,
yeah,
but after he died, this other Frenchman would he would inherit it.
yeah,
But during the time that this man lived in the house, all his bills would be paid and everything would be taken care of from this other guy. And this other guy was much younger. Well, this guy, I forget, it was on the news here recently, lived to be, this Frenchman, they had a thing on the news about his birthday. He was like 110 years old. and the guy who was paying all his bills and everything, he died.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, it was kind of amusing. Yeah, you see, I don't remember being able to look up and see the church right from your backyard like that. It seems to me like there wasn't some tree or something.
I could stand, when we lived in the funeral home, you know, we had the apartment above, I could stand on a little back airing porch, and I could actually see the entrance to the church over through that space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
right around the
it
corner.
isn't news to me.
It's like right around the corner.
And
The church?
I actually, you might say, I came here as a bride, you know, in my early 20s.
That's St. Mary's.
And that's why I always liked this house. And I liked Mrs. Lloyd, the woman who lived here. And she liked me. Why wouldn't I want to buy? Oh, but now, when I told Madeline about my listing about the plant, she said, well, you never should have sold it. But I don't feel that way. He had to put a new furnace in it. I didn't pay for it. But when we owned property and rented it, I don't know how it is in Cleveland, but you had to furnish water for your tenants. Did you rent any place where you had to pay the water?
Yeah.
Or do you pay it?
Sometimes it's worked out different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
Different situations.
So now I pay water, and
The electric.
what's the other thing?
Gas?
Huh?
Gas? Electric?
No, I pay my own electric. My electric doesn't bother me. It's probably like $40 a month. Well, none of it bothers me because,
So she rents the house now. She
What's
had
the-
owned it
what's the-
and then she sold it.
Yeah.
And now she rents it.
well, anyhow, the girl, their secretary used to come over and just hand me the bill. I pay half of what the two young men upstairs pay the other half. Fine, I don't complain. I don't have.
You don't use that much.
No,
No.
but, so, and like, she used to, when she'd come, she'd just hand me the bill, and then I'd either go over with it, or I'd send Bob. Now I don't anymore. I invite her in, and I, I write the check and give it to her.
Right.
Get it over with. I don't want to see Jeff, and I hardly think he wants to see me either. But it doesn't, but they have two young, small children, and a couple of weeks ago, the grandmother came over, and I'd never seen her before, and she said, the children want to know where they can plant their tomatoes, and I said, well, there's room back there, although I had a couple planted back there, and the children, she said, the children want to know. The children ran away. She planted the tomatoes. And I did go and get her 3 steaks to put beside him. But I had a laugh after it, I thought.
Do you have
The
tomatoes out
children
there
didn't
now?
give a darn at all.
Does she have tomatoes out there?
Hmm?
Do you have tomatoes out there?
Want to see them? See them there?
Yeah. No,
Straight across the yard.
I locked the door if you want to go
Right on the
out.
other side. Go on out. Push the door.
I had some nice tomatoes growing against the house on this side. You had to pull that light.
it won't open.
Pull it out.
Pull it out.
Pull it out.
This thing?
Push it open. There you go. Now pull
Push it
it.
to your left, that's right, to your left.
He is such a.
See what you can find out there.
All those plants I got from you are doing real well.
Are they?
Yeah, I got the two violets.
I only had 2 violets
And
left.
the Christmas cactus you gave me, that's doing real well.
I threw it, the other day I threw a cactus out.
Oh, did you?
See what's next to you? You know what that is?
Yeah, those are,
Hen and chicken.
yeah, what do they call them?
Yeah. And I was looking
What's?
for a strawberry
Hens
jar.
and chicks.
You know what a strawberry jar is, don't you?
Yeah.
I was looking for a small one, you know.
Uh-huh.
A friend brought that plant to me.
They need to be watered.
Huh?
They're dry.
They need water.
Yeah. You're gonna need some water.
They need a lot of water.
You mean out there?
Yeah.
I got a poinsettia out there.
Do you?
I didn't see
You want to water?
Yeah, water for
it? Here, take the sprinkling can. Go in the kitchen. My garden hose is on the other side,
Oh, I see.
50 feet,
Uh-huh.
and I can bring it around to the front, like to water the ferns. And I do water the tree,
Uh-huh.
but, where, are you parked in that space there?
No, we're out on the street.
Oh, well, there's 2 young men upstairs. They have a couple of, they have a strawberry jar, but bigger than I wanted.
Mhm.
I gave up on it though, I just put it in the hanging basket. Anyhow, yeah, one young man, one is more friendly than the other.
Mhm.
And the one was out the other day when I walked out toward noon. And he said to me, I wanted to tell you, I don't care to have you water those plants. And I thought I was doing them a favor when I sprinkled to water those 2 plants. And then he said, hanging baskets hanging from a little extension over the,
Are they his
don't
plants?
make her so heavy you can't lift it.
Are they his plants?
Huh?
His plants? Are they his plants?
Plants, yeah.
Oh, where's he have them, on the other side?
Yeah, by his entrance. You know where the entrance
Yeah.
is.
Why doesn't he want you to water them?
Huh?
Why doesn't he want you to water them?
I didn't think to ask, but
Oh, I see.
did he object to me because we had just paid the water bill?
Mhm.
Maybe he thought that $40 was too much, his half. No doubt it's paying the same.
Yeah.
And, but the other young man is more friendly. And he has a little dog and, he'll stop and talk to me. But, you know, they don't have to keep me at arm's length. Cause I would never climb those stairs to visit them. Or bother.
This bucket in, this in the bucket.
I bet you can't lift it.
Let me put a little water in the bucket here now.
I told her to take the sprinkler.
I'll use this
Take
one.
it?
Hold on, I'll be right back. Put some water in there.
You're gonna die.
I didn't think to tell her you have to turn that and strengthen can a certain way. You don't let him do it, huh?
Oh, he saw a good job and now he wants to take over.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know why that tree is behaving better out here than
Which
seem to be
tree?
doing better in the house.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
It's
My daughter-in-law had it on the patio a year ago. And they
yeah.
brought it for me to keep it for the winter. Don't you
Right.
remember seeing it in the front room?
Yes.
Why, it looks real healthy.
So why did you move it?
Now she decided she doesn't want, she works at the flower shop, you know. She decided she didn't want it, so it's still here.
It's not doing too bad. You got a couple of dead leaves on it. Need to come off.
Yeah, all different leaves off of it all the time.
Yeah. But it's doing.
I don't notice it till they turn yellow.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. What kind of tree is this? Oh, it's a hibiscus. Has it bloomed?
What are you watering?
The tomatoes.
Oh,
Bathroom.
you locked the other door?
Yeah, the back door.
Okay,
I locked it though.
that's all right.
Has this hibiscus bloomed for you yet? Does it bloom?
Huh?
Does it bloom? Has it bloomed?
I don't know. By the way, look at the sign on it. What does it say?
It's a hibiscus.
That's a hibiscus.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you where we have some beautiful hibiscus in the Veterans Park.
Yeah.
Can you come past us?
Yeah.
Can you see them?
No, I've seen hibiscus before. I used to
Well,
have
one of the women that rides with us, the mask,
Yeah.
and sometimes we ride down to the dock afterward, and when we come up Jackson Street, she always remarks about the hibiscus trees
They're really
in
pretty.
the park.
Yeah. I've seen hibiscus before. They're real pretty. Have these bloomed yet? Has it
It's
bloomed?
never bloomed,
Yeah.
and I'm giving it plant food.
I think it needs to get a lot bigger.
Huh?
It needs to get bigger before it
It's a
blooms.
bloom,
Yeah, it's
maybe.
not big enough yet.
yeah, could be.
Hibiscus is a nice plant.
My tomatoes are on the house.
Those are big, yeah.
They're doing good, but see, they probably get better sun
Uh-huh.
than the
Or-
ones in the back.
You water them more?
Yeah,
You water them more?
Well, most afternoons, if we haven't had rain, then I start the hose.
Right.
But then I kind of quit after that guy told me not to water his plants.
So those are on the other side, huh?
Huh?
Those plants are on the other side of the house.
Well, there's plants all around, you know, that need watering. Well, there was a strip from their setback, maybe 10 feet. A year ago, I saw him, he could plant that part, and he did, last year he did. But he had some, whatever he bought, put in there. This year he did nothing. So that day when he told me not to water the plant, I said, what about that space? And he said, oh, I'm not going to bother planting that either. I said, okay, then I will. So I walked up toward the front, pulled out more cosmos, and then, I don't know if you know it, but the mountain plants, it does them good to pin them back, because then they don't get so floppy, and you can plant those cuttings.
Right.
So I did. I don't know if they're too much good. So, well, I never water on Saturday, you know. I'd probably be getting my hair done, permanent or not, and maybe stop and bring my groceries and.
You go down to church, or?
Huh?
You go down to church? To church?
Well, I go with a friend who drives.
Well, I see, that's good.
Yeah.
Sunday?
You know what? She's about 25 years younger than I am. But her problem is she's a diabetic. And from the things she frequently eats, because we watch eat afterwards,
Yeah.
I think she feeds on it. And about 2 weeks ago, Madeline called, because Madeline knows I don't take the paper because I can't read it. And she said, Helen Savard was taken to the hospital. And I tried to call and kept calling. But I think I must have started my message before I had the dial tone. So I never did hear back from her till the end of the week. It's time to go to Mass again. And she acted like it was nothing. But she lives on the chaussee. And she has a big enough yard that she has a riding mower. And she does the grass. And she spends a couple $100 each year just for pink geraniums. They're all around the place. And so, you know, it's not a matter of money. Her husband was an attorney and she's alone now, no children. Anyhow, she said, well, I'll tell you what happened. She said, I mowed the lawn and it's getting near noon, and a diabetic has to leach when their body's calling for it. They have a problem. And she said, I went in and I took a carton of soup out of the freezer and was going to put it in the microwave. But she had to go to John. And while she's in there, she couldn't pull her panty girdle back up. I suppose she'd been perspiring. But I flopped against the bed, and the next thing she knew, but a diabetic should wear a monitor, and she does. So the people next door got the call, people by the name of Walters. And well, anyhow, the ambulance came and took her to the hospital. Wow.
Yeah, we're
She
talking,
didn't seem to think anything of that.
I guess used to some of those spells, you know?
Yeah. Well, they know it'll happen, I guess. I'd be wary of it. I'm pretty sure I would.
Yeah, Madeline was talking about, I guess some of the children of Armella? Did
Yeah.
they come by or something?
Rose Claire,
Came by,
yeah.
visit?
Yeah, they'd been to the clinic. She had a problem. The problem was with one of her legs, but it's actually, I guess, her back. Started up in their back. Oh, they were optimistic about it. They didn't have to stay, but she does have to go for therapy in Michigan when she gets home.
Wow.
He farms. Her husband farms.
What year did Armella die?
Huh?
What year did Armella die?
What year did she die?
Yeah,
Oh, God, I don't know. Should ask Nana.
40s, 50s?
Oh, earlier than that. Probably in the 30s.
Oh, really?
That's four young children.
How old was she?
Huh?
How old was she?
She was probably in her 40s.
Oh, really?
They're better looking than either, but she was a beautiful girl. She was the oldest, older than Frank. Yeah.
Huh.
You know, it's funny. She was dating a guy, evidently an alcoholic, and the son of the owner of a big plant in the downtown east side. His own mother advised Armella to quit going with him because she didn't hold any hopes of him ever straightening out. Nice guy, nice looking. But he was constantly standing her up on dates. And Mama was an excellent seamstress. In fact, she learned the tailoring trade. And because Armella quit school when Mama had, lost a baby and, had a nervous breakdown. And she never did go back to school, and I think Mama always felt bad about that. So Mama made her some lovely clothes. And anyhow, to make a long story short, this one weekend, we had a skating rink. You know where our firehouse is?
Yeah.
On the block where we live. Then across from that on Lawrence Street was this big skating rink. So Armella and her girlfriend, they probably had been going there a long time skating. And this one Saturday night they were there. And there were two men that they had never seen before. Asked them to skate, and they did. They're supposed to spend quite a bit of time with them. And I think the thing closed at 11. And so they wanted to know if they could walk them home. And the girls laughed, because they both lived on the block where we lived. And so they got to Minnie's house, and then he said, well, this is where I live. So they said to Armella, where do you live? She said, well, I live over there, a couple of doors down. And they really laughed. And she said, what are you laughing at? He said, we live across the street. They were rooming there because Ed Morrow, Armella's future husband, his brother was the engineer who built the fancy dock. You know, the docks where they load coal on the boat. And he was working for his brother. So that ended her romance with Morrow with Mitchell, and married Morrow.
Hey, you know your other grandfather was it Lucas Leffler?
Yeah. Lucas.
Yeah, did they have a bunch of people staying with them?
Huh?
Did they have boarders at their house?
Yeah, they had people who worked for Grandpa. Yeah, they lived there.
Like German boarders?
Yeah.
Was it, who, do you remember a name, Leopold Leffler?
Yeah, he was a cousin of Grandpa's.
He was who?
Cousin.
Yeah,
A cousin?
he was a cousin. He was a sailor.
Yeah.
He lived up
Surprised I never asked you that before.
he lived up on Shelby Street.
Oh, whatever happened to him?
Same thing happens to everybody. Die. Yeah.
Did he have a family or?
He had, let's see. Sure, he had a wife.
Because you know this
I
guy.
don't think he had any children.
No, because this guy, when I was doing that family research,
Yeah,
I was in the records
yeah,
in the Western Reserve. They're the census records, and it was real interesting because the census sheet for the Lefflers had all these other names on it too. German, and there were some of them were like these are probably the guys who were working for him, but they were like ex-sailors and stuff like that. But it was a whole list, a bunch of different German names there who were borders. But Leopold Loeffler was on that list, you know. And when we went to
probably when he came here, Grandpa took him in, maybe.
well, when we were checking records one time at St. Mary's for all the children from the Ritzenthalers, you know,
Yeah.
all the brothers and sisters of your father,
Yeah,
I was looking there and they had like witnesses. And every once in a while, I'd see that Leopold Loeffler pop up. You know,
yeah,
I was always wondering who he was.
yeah.
I figured he was a brother or somebody, you know.
Yeah,
Huh.
I think it's the president, Grandpa.
No.
I'm not sure. I don't know how good Madeline's family is.
But you don't know very much, or you never heard really too much about your grandfather, did you?
Grandpa
Ritzenthaler? Ritzenthaler.
No,
No?
because, yeah.
Well, he was
because
dead.
He didn't live to get very old.
Yeah. Well, he died in
Grandma was
1886.
widowed, yeah.
Yeah.
And Uncle Joe was the oldest. And he never married. So he always seemed like the head of the family.
Who? Uncle? Uncle who?
Uncle Joe.
Oh. But did they ever say anything about that, your grandfather, Ritzenthaler? Did anybody ever say anything about him, or
No.
nobody knew anything about him, huh?
Oh, we knew about him, sure.
Just, I mean,
But,
but any facts or anything, you didn't know much about him?
people just didn't go into that
Uh-huh.
like they do now.
What did he do? Did they ever say?
Same thing Papa did. They worked for
Cooper?
Kilburn, yeah,
Oh,
Cooper,
really? Huh,
yeah.
interesting.
But my dad was the foreman there, you know. The other men worked under him.
Yeah.
You know what his biggest pay was? $28 a week.
Wow.
Imagine raising a family on that. My mother must have been a magician because she set a good table, and no matter who came to visit, eat with us, you know. And we're never told to hold back.
You never
I don't know
knew,
how she did it.
you never knew who those Ritzenthalers were though, down in Huron, that you went
Well,
to stay with?
sure I know. One of those boys worked for us.
Yeah, but I mean,
You know.
were they weren't a connection, were they?
Oh, I thought I told you.
Yeah, I forgot, I think.
When Grandpa died, my Grandpa died, these cousins, they were cousins in here, they offered to take one of the children. And the one they took was Aunt Sophie, who was the youngest.
Oh, I see.
And they would have kept her, but she cried so much for, you know, to be back home, that they brought her back.
Uh-huh.
Sure, they were cousins.
So they were cousins, huh?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. And one of them later had a daughter by the name of Dolores. She was a nurse, and
She's still alive.
no, she died recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dolores.
Oh, yeah, because Aunt Dolores met her.
Yeah.
Sister Dolores Ritzenthaler,
There were
too.
two Doloreses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of them married, well, I can't think of the guy's name. I know him too. There's a big wheel in the church over there. But the one who was a nurse, worked for the blood bank. I had nothing to do with blood bank except that I helped start it
Right.
here in Sandusky. And where we circulated neighborhoods to get volunteers.
Uh-huh.
And then I registered at blood bank. But Dolores was a nurse, and she worked it. And the last I knew about her, she lost her eyesight just like I did.
Yeah, that's the one that Aunt Dolores knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
But
she
she
still
got,
alive or she's dead?
I don't know, is she still alive?
No, she died.
She died. Must have been
I
recently
think
then.
within the last year.
Couple years? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And how's she related to you?
I think the other year Dolores may have told me.
Well, so those people are related then, right? They're like
So
distant.
I'm positive they
Yeah.
are.
Cousins, I'm trying to think how the relationship.
Yeah, they had a bunch of boys too.
So they were the cousins
I think
basically.
the one who worked for us was George.
Uh-huh. I'm kind of wondering what the relationship was with your grandfather, Franz Joseph Ritzenthaler.
Well, I imagine they were cousins.
To him or a brother or somebody of his, you know?
He
No,
was
no.
the parents of this generation.
I just didn't know if he was over in this country by himself, or if maybe he had a brother or somebody down in Huron, you know?
I don't know, see, way back people didn't delve into that.
Yeah, not enough records and stuff. Yeah, that's interesting to know, though, to understand, because I didn't.
Yeah,
We always knew about those people. Remember that George Ritzenthaler down in Columbus that was
yeah.
asking me for
Well,
information? He knew
was
something about
son of my cousin,
Yeah,
Freitas.
yeah, he knew something about that connection over there.
Well, I think he delved into it.
I guess I'm just kind of curious what that whole connection was all about. If that might have been maybe a brother to Franz Joseph Ritzenthaler, you know, or something
Yeah.
like that, you know. But nobody knows. I doubt if anybody
Yeah.
knows. Interesting though.
I don't know how much Dolores, who died,
Uh-huh.
would have known, because you might say she just married into the family.
There was a Ritzenthaler down on Detroit Road, outside of Rocky River,
Is it?
and I got on the phone one day just for the heck of it, gave him a call, and he said, he seemed like a pretty nice guy, and his wife there and everybody, and he told me, he said, I asked him if he's from Sandusky, he said, no, he said, I'm from the Ritzenthalers in Huron, you know.
Oh.
So obviously that guy distantly is related, very distant.
Did he go into it?
Not that much, he didn't know a heck of a lot, you know, just he wasn't really into it.
Yeah.
But he's very nice, talked with him for a while. You know. But, you know, Aunt Esther, we better get going here. We're gonna make some time.
I gotta go see Jenny and Dolores.
You know, we gotta see
All
about
I
Jim and the rest.
have to do is get dressed. And I put this house coat on,
I gotta ask her
because
when
I
she
figured
wants
I
to
didn't
go.
want a collar.
Oh, well, I don't know if, Aunt Esther wants to
And,
sell. Sandy was wondering, are you ever interested in selling this lamp?
Huh?
Are you ever interested in selling that lamp there?
Yeah,
Oh,
who wants it?
I do.
You want it? Make an offer.
don't be cheap now.
I don't know how much it's worth. You need to put lotion on your neck. Her neck is
Need to
really
put a little
sore.
lotion on the neck.